The rush London mornings had a rhythm of their own. Train doors slamming, footsteps pounding pavements, coffee cups clutched like lifelines. Clara was part of that blur, dashing to catch her train, earbuds in, to-do list buzzing in her head. By the time she reached her office, her heart was racing, her inbox overflowing. She sipped a latte without tasting it, fingers flying across the keyboard. "Big pitch at 11, Clara," her manager called. She plastered on a smile, but inside she felt like a balloon about to burst. Life had become a constant sprint, yet she wasn't sure where she was running. The stranger at the cafe. That evening, drained and late for her train, Clara ducked into a small cafe tucked behind King's Cross. It was quieter than the chains she usually went to, soft jazz playing, wooden tables worn smooth. As she waited for her order, an elderly man at the next table looked up from his book and said, "You look like you need a cup of calm." Clara blinked, half laughing. If only they sold that here. The barista arrived with her tea, a chamomile she hadn't ordered but somehow accepted. The man nodded towards it. There it is. Sometimes, calm is in the smallest cup. His words puzzled her, but when she took her first sip, she noticed the warmth, the subtle sweetness, the way her shoulders dropped ever so slightly. The memory. At home later, Clara couldn't shake the phrase "a cup of calm." It reminded her of Sundays as a child, when her grandmother brewed lavender tea in a chipped teapot. They'd sit by the window, listening to rain, saying almost nothing. Back then, calm wasn't scheduled or earned. It simply existed in the clink of cups and the quiet of being together. She realized she hadn't felt that in years. The experiment. The next morning, Clara set her alarm 15 minutes earlier. Instead of scrolling through her phone, she boiled water, dropped a chamomile bag into her favorite mug, and sat by the window. She resisted the urge to plan her day, to open emails. She just sat, sipping slowly, watching the city wake outside. The world still rushed, but she didn't. By the time she left for work, something had shifted. She wasn't glowing with joy, but she wasn't drowning either. She carried a fragment of calm with her. Sharing the ritual weeks past, Clara began protecting her morning tea ritual fiercely. Some days it was 5 minutes, some days 20, but always it was hers. One afternoon, a colleague noticed her taking her tea slowly in the break room instead of gulping coffee. "What's your secret? You're less frazzled lately." Clara smiled. "A cup of calm. Want to try?" She brewed 2 mugs of chamomile, and together they sat, chatting softly about nothing in particular. For once, the office break felt like a pause instead of an interruption. The slip. Of course, calm wasn't permanent. A stressful client week arrived, and Clara abandoned her ritual. Late nights, early mornings, instant coffee at her desk. By Friday, she was snappy, exhausted, the balloon about to burst again. That evening, she wandered back to the little cafe near King's Cross. The elderly man wasn't there, but the barista remembered her. Chamomile, right? As she sipped, the warmth spread through her chest, and she sighed. Calm wasn't about never slipping. It was about remembering you could always return. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe.